What is up, guys? So, we're just going to be talking about something that's pretty important, or at least to me, that I've come to the realization of recently. Well, not really recently, honestly, more the past 2 years, to be completely frank with you, is that sex is not really that important. And I'm just going to dive right into it. And I'm saying that sex is really not that important, guys, because as somebody who could have been described as a player, just being with a bunch of different women and, getting different relationships with women and breaking their heart and stuff like that, even though I definitely have broken some hearts. Um, it's one of those things where after enough of like getting around enough, as degenerate as it fucking sounds, is like you sort of realize that you're never really going to fill whatever you're trying to fill. And there's no pun intended there. Haha. It's more of like a heart thing or a spirit or soul thing. I knew I was never going to get the type of fulfillment or the type of entertainment that I truly wanted, truly desired out of life from another like material form, which was like women for me. And, love women. I think they're beautiful. I admire them. I have conversations with them. And I just keep everything strictly platonic at the moment until, there's somebody that's worthy of being with me in a, relationship type sense, worthy of being able to have my kids. So until that day comes, then I'd rather just keep everything strictly platonic. But that said, it just helps you realize that, procreation can be a goal because it's a biological imperative for us as guys, even as women. But for real, if you really want to get to the next step in your life, just forego sex completely. And it sounds wild, especially in today's climate, because in today's climate, all you're sold is like sex, sex, sex. Do this, do that. Join this next social media trend. Watch this on Netflix or TV or Hulu. Instant gratification. Spill your semen. And it's like there's really huge ramifications, like spiritually speaking. If you are somebody who does that, I'm not knocking you. If that's just your grind right now and that's what you need to evolve, or you just plain enjoy it, cool, it's fine. Like maybe none of this even applies to you, but at the end of the day, I'm just giving you my opinion and my experience. So that's why you're watching this video. Yeah, with sex and whatnot, man, think about it like this. Would you rather just spend your time like going from to vagina to vagina to vagina, to like date, spending money, spending, emotion, stuff like that? Or would you rather be on your purpose? And I don't mean on your purpose as in just like the really corny, yeah, you need to have a life purpose, or you need to make sure that you're on your grind all the time and you don't live a life. Like, that's not what I mean. Even though I've certainly fell victim to that mind state before, and I still do currently sometimes, but not perfect. But what I mean it is, guys, is when it comes to that type of thing, which is sex, and like being on your purpose, like you just gotta separate it sometimes, and you gotta be ready to make room for like the next step in your personal evolution as a man. And so when you're ready to take the next step into your personal evolution as a man, like you gotta start finding, okay, besides puss, what's actually gonna make me feel good? Like longboarding makes me feel good. Cooking makes me feel good. I love studying. I even have a channel where I'm trying to be a web developer. Like I'm really trying to learn some stuff, and I even like rapping, and I'm really pretty nice at writing in general. So there's a lot of different things that you can sort of think about in your head, and you can just see what works and then stick with it. And then if it doesn't work, you just throw it out. And you just start to do that with everything in your life, right? When it comes to like people, to relationships, to women. Like with people, if they're not really on the same wavelength, it doesn't mean that I cut them off, but I'm still emotionally distancing myself, keeping it as mature as possible, because at the end of the day, like you are who you surround yourself with, and you can't let other people influence you if you're trying to create your own reality. And so you gotta make sure if you're gonna be close with people, they're gonna be on the same frequency or vibration that you're on. And on top of that, when it comes to relationships, whether it's family or friends and stuff like that, I have no friends, literally zero. That's another call. Good thing it is not important once again. So I essentially like I'll have, I'm trying to think, guys. Freaking call threw me off. I should be working, but like I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys some value here. So, but I think I'm just gonna make this a short video, and like I'll just go over it some other time, honestly, because I probably should be working now that I'm thinking about it. But at the end of the day, guys, so just bottom line, you don't need to get your dick wet all the time to feel like fulfilled or feel valuable or feel anything, because that's like, in my opinion, the exact opposite of what you want to do if you actually want to feel valuable. If you want to feel valuable, be alone and learn how to be with yourself. Learn how to like become valuable to yourself. Study, learn, apply what you learn, and just find what sticks and go with that. And make sure that you're working towards the best possible version of yourself every single day, as absolutely corny as it sounds, because that's what's really going to be, bringing you from like where you are, if that's in like depression or anything, to where you could be, which is peace and fulfillment. That doesn't mean eternal peace and fulfillment every single day is awesome and hunky-dory, because life is still life, we're out here. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a lot less stressful, and I guess a little bit less suffering than you really need to go through. So bottom line, don't have sex, do have sex, all up to you. You figure it out through your own experience, boss. All right, peace.